Hello, and welcome to another MCO update on ADA. If you like the content and the daily analysis, make sure you subscribe and also leave a thumbs up. We're looking here at the weekly chart first, and then we'll take a look at the shorter time frame. Not much happening today. I think I mentioned it last week that we might actually overall in the sector not see too much movement until we finally have that rate decision published, right? Until the Fed has made its decision. I think, people already know what's going to happen, but still, the market is kind of in a holding pattern and is waiting for a breakout across the board, across the sector. Some charts are dipping into support levels, some are just waiting for maybe a breakout above a critical level, but we're basically in holding patterns. You see that on the Bitcoin chart as well. Bitcoin is currently squeezed between support and resistance. ADA here, currently holding below the yellow trend line. This is the weekly chart, by the way. In terms of larger time frame outlook, you can understand this as a range here. We have an upside or ascending trend channel with a lower boundary line, which is currently being respected. Yeah. So this is currently being respected. The lower boundary line is currently coming in at around 60 cents. Breaking below it would, in my opinion, be a strong warning. That would be a warning, and then a break below 51 cents would invalidate the upside structure that we have been tracking here in the white scenario. This chart hasn't changed for a long time. We've been tracking this way since December, yeah. And then, February lows, that rally was corrective into the February highs, another correction, high volatility, right? But all range bound. And you see how the volatility is still high, but it kind of is decreasing a bit. We really need a break above this yellow line that's currently coming in around 98 cents for a breakout signal. To the downside, I would recommend you watch here the lower boundary line and the 51 cent level. Now, if we go higher and break out, $1.79 to $2.47 are the next targets, and there could be some more resistance in the area around $1.47. Let's take a look at the ADA daily chart, because here on the... Do I actually have that? Yeah, because here we see an additional support zone that we're watching, which we might not visit again. The price already, dipped into this in August. And you see here the yellow trend line again, and you see also that the price formed a nice rally from the June low. By the way, this is the 51 cent level that you see there in red. And then we had a rally and a pullback, and another rally and a pullback. The pullback here into the August low, or September low rather, is a 3-wave move down. So the price is currently respecting kind of the upside structure, because with only 3-wave movements to the downside, the door to higher prices remains open. The problem is the move up from the August low was also a 3-wave move. So we're dealing with corrective structures, which is often translation. Translation, it means the market hasn't really made a decision yet. And you can see, I could move that trend line a bit, You see that we're consolidating just below the yellow trend line here. And that means the market might extend this wave 2, it might extend this wave B. We haven't broken out yet, so we need that breakout to really get that nice increase in upside momentum that we need for the price to push into that target area I just mentioned. There seems to be some confluence around $1.79, $1.80 up there. Now let us take a look at the shorter time frame for ADA. So this is really showing you the micro patterns. The price dipped yesterday into support. I highlighted to you that we might start a rally at least into resistance. This is now here between 89 cents and 93 cents. We might have started the journey higher into resistance. We'll see if this is all of the B-wave pullback. This is the internal structure, obviously. If we say wave 2 bottomed in September, by the way, on the daily chart I just showed you that's this wave 2, then we're now in a third wave up. So we would need to confirm that. We would need a break above 93.2 cents, because this here on the micro level gives us the support area between 81 cents and 86. That keeps the white count for directly higher prices alive. And it also gives us the resistance area for the orange scenario that allows for a reset of this wave 2 that presumably bottomed in September. So that would mean wave 2 is extending. That's possible, okay? We're far away, from critical support levels. So at the moment, we're just moving between support and resistance. The white scenario remains preferred, in case you ask. Just that's my preference. It's not high probability. We need to understand there's a trend line we need to break above. There are resistances, and the movements to the upside, unfortunately, they are not 5-wave movements. So we rely more on context, and we rely more on the levels, than the directional clarity at the moment. Especially as long as we are below this trend line. But once we get above that trend line, that could be a good signal that we are on our way finally to $1.80 plus. So that gives you here on the micro level the support levels to watch for the coming sessions and the resistances. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, make sure to join our membership, but also feel free to check out our X channel for additional updates, news, and much more. You can find a link in the description and in the comment section. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.